in South Florida. Join thousands of listeners and viewers who tune in every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Just sit back and listen to Steve-O and Sophia as they interview some of the top political influencers and entertainers. Express your views at 888-565-1470. And now here is Steve-O and Sophia.
Let me guess, you picked this song, right?
Hey, good evening, and welcome to the Steve-O and Sophia show. Wow, this is our last show while President Trump is still in office. And you and I did a show this morning in Philadelphia at 10 this morning with Steve Fortes.
Yes, and it was actually very nice. It was a pleasure to have Steve on.
It was.
But what a choice of music you chose for the Land of the Free.
Yes. I thought you were going to stand up.
I was ready. I'm holding my laptop today. What was I going to say? Let's Just Pray will remain the Land of the Free for the next 4 years.
So we do a conservative talk show every Tuesday at 7, and we tell the truth, and we let you know because, Sophia, we get so many emails. People are so confused, so discouraged, and we try to give them the truth as much as we can. But, Sophia, there's so many things, even tonight, that are going on.
Well, it's countdown to the Biden inauguration, and it's tough time for a lot of us. They tried to tell us we're not the majority, but we're a very big number of people. You have no idea how many calls I got today from friends who were still expecting till the last moment a different outcome.
I bet they still are too, aren't they?
Yes, they still are.
Until noon tomorrow.
I don't think anything will change.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, I know. But it's time to do a reality check. And as the president just said, we pray for the success of the new administration because we're all Americans and we want whoever the next president is to succeed. Although we might not agree with 99% of what he's already claiming to do. I don't want to put a number on this, and let's not start on the wrong foot.
Yeah.
But we just pray for the success of the new administration.
So I want to throw some things at you and let you comment. Right Side Broadcast, who carries everything the president does, Twitter shut him down today. So they're not just going after the president. They're going after everybody.
The main question today was everybody from older, younger, it doesn't matter, age group. They say, okay, if this is the most popular president in the United States, he's got 81 million votes, all right? That's what they've been trying to convince him. If he's the most popular president in the United States, why does he need 25,000 troops? Why does he need all the media and the social media platforms to be behind him and shut the rest of us up? Why they have to strangle free speech? Why they keep telling us free speech is not something you find common in the corporate world, or that the social platforms can do that? Why would Twitter shut right-wing press? I mean, President Trump was in office for the last 4 years. He never once said, you have to shut CNN down, or MSNBC, or NBC, or ABC, or all of these guys together. He never once threatened to shut any of these platforms down. So
we heard.
this is how we start, right? This is a good uniting way to start.
We heard today that CNN is trying to shut down Newsmax.
Yes, yes.
We heard that today
Yeah.
from Steve Cortez.
And if you are if you believe in in free market competition, you'll do anything you can to grow people from your competitor, but you cannot shut them down. It would be very easy for me to say I want all the restaurants in South
Yeah.
Florida shut down, but it doesn't work like this. You need competition. You cannot have an oligarchy of the very few, and this is what we're having right now. Very few, the oligarchs, the super rich, which became rich on our dollar. Mr. Bill Gates, Google, Apple,
You mean
Twitter.
farmer Bill Gates, the farmer.
Yes, the farmer Bill
He's
Gates,
buying up
yes.
all the land, the farmland.
No, excuse me. Well, officially now he's the biggest landowner.
Yes,
But he's also behind all the vaccines, except he was banned out of India, remember?
that's right.
Because his causes were so legitimate that even India banned him. So, and he meddles with our politics and with our vaccine rollout and everything else. So he has an opinion. I thought his only opinion should be restricted to Windows or how he's going to manage his billions or trillions, whatever they have.
Right.
Who can keep track of this? And it's so easy to talk about redistribution of wealth when you have trillions or billions to count.
Right.
And you don't have to get up to go to work like the rest of us. You don't have to worry about health insurance. You don't have to worry about the basic things. You don't have to worry about the lockdowns that the rest of us do have to worry. Or $15 minimum wage that most of the businesses have to face in face of dire straits, real dire times.
Talking about shutting people up, it was so sad because Mike Lindell, the
Right.
Pillow Man, now we find out that because he sided with President Trump, that Kohl's, Bed Bath & Beyond, and Costco's are no longer going to carry his product.
That's fine because Costco is losing out on a very good product. And all of my friends who bought Mike Lindell's pillows are very, very happy with his product. And we can call the 800 number and buy his pillows
That's
and buy
true.
all his products. And we can support him our way because it's still our dollar, our taxpayer money, and everything. We can support whichever business we want. The same way we support all these scumbags in Washington. Excuse my language, you never heard me use this word before. But the lynching, the witch hunt that they put President Trump under, and all the bullying that his family and himself has endured for the last 4 years cannot go unanswered. We have to make sure, and it starts today, that we make sure at the local level the elections are fair. Whether we live in Florida, we're very lucky, but still, we all have to start today to make sure that elections are never stolen from any one of us, regardless of who we vote for. And we have to make sure that our dollar does not go to waste. How many millions did one of our guests put today? 54 million they wasted on impeachment.
That's amazing.
That's a lot of money.
And they'll do it again, too. They'll do it
Okay.
again.
That's a lot of money coming out of our pockets. This kind of money could have fed a lot of people in this country.
Anybody who thinks that President Trump deserved that, it came out, he declassified documents on Hillary and on the FBI.
The Russian-
FBI, I mean, it's out there now. Don't take our words for it. Look, the FBI spied on the president, and Hillary paid for it. So don't take our word for it. There's the documents right there. And why won't the FBI show us? The documents are out there. Why are they holding them back?
Washington is a big swamp.
It
Bigger
is.
and deeper than we thought. It's a cesspool. So we cannot wait to have our president back in Florida again.
Yes, he'll be here tomorrow.
Yes, we cannot wait. We cannot wait. You know, I had coffee at a popular spot today, and people says we cannot wait for him to be here. Is there going to be a rally tomorrow? We cannot wait to attend the rally. uh, it's amazing how many people support him. I mean, it's unthinkable that he didn't win the election. Well, we all know he did, but anyway, the troubles they put him through, the bullying and the abuse he's been under only makes him more popular and more popular every day. And that's why they want to shut all of us. But guess what? We're not dead yet.
Yes.
And we're 74 million and counting,
Seven-
according to their count.
74
According to
million.
the count.
Yeah, we've heard as high as 82 million. You know, it's really funny. I wanted to tell you something else I found really funny today. Do you remember the Fox TV staffer who called the election early for Arizona, who got, I mean, everybody was on him about it, and he said, no, he got fired today from Fox.
Fired?
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's trying to rub noses with Biden and try to be on his good side.
Yeah, he got fired today. And he stuck by Fox. I mean, he said, these are the numbers. I was also surprised, well, not really, but Gina Hasper, the director of the CIA, resigned today. Now, you and I like to read the Gateway Pundit, and I got to tell you, it's pretty accurate. They said she resigned because of the irregularities in the vote that the fraud that China committed.
The interference by China on our election. So you and I were not crazy. Our guest that
I guess not.
We interviewed Patrick Byrne 4 times on our show, the 1-hour show we have in Philadelphia, right? We talked about rampant irregularities. Let's call them irregularities.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. So, and he had the proof, and so many other people had the proof. So now Gina Haspel resigned.
She's gone. Now people could say, well, tomorrow the new I guess administration, but when you have a CIA director, they normally stay on. So it wasn't just like the FBI director, Wray, will stay on.
But nobody gives any publicity to the John Radcliffe report, which is the national, security.
That is
advisor.
surprising.
Nobody gives any publicity to his report that says there was interference from many countries. Nobody, and they're shutting down the press, which is very serious for a democracy. You cannot have a democracy without the press. And suppressing news, that doesn't mean that we don't learn the news, we just don't learn them from the main channels. So you know what they're doing? They're erasing themselves. I've never seen people like this. It's almost like you have a crayon and you start from the legs and you're going all the way up. They're erasing themselves. All the media, the social platforms, all the mainstream media, they are erasing themselves because there's no way. I mean, they think that we're all illiterate or stupid. Or, I don't know, stupid, right? So
yes.
They are trying to tell us that what we saw, what we heard, what we read wasn't true. But we all know it in our heart. We feel it in our bones. We know what happened. We've seen it so many times. And they try to suppress it. So they're suppressing it. So what? You think, what are they going to put? Something in our water where we forget what we saw and what we heard and what we know? Okay, until somebody, this week I was at the dentist office and the lady who cleaned my teeth, she was from Ukraine, a very nice, poor young lady. And she said, I didn't know what I stand for until President Trump came forward. And then he put it all into the right context, and that is what I want. This is why I'm here and I'm not in Ukraine. And she's right. President Trump put everything we want in the right context. We don't want wars. We want America first. We want to respect life. And we just want prosperity for everybody. We want equal opportunity for everybody. And nobody could have put it better. Nobody could have put in better words, America first. Am I right?
Yeah, speaking of respecting life, President Trump issued an executive order today, but it's not scheduled. This is strange. It's not scheduled to go into effect till 2 days after Joe Biden's inauguration, and it's proclaiming sanctity of life. Oh, Trump's a horrible man. Oh my, he's just a terrible man.
He's a horrible man. You're right.
I mean, that's one of his last executive orders that he's done, and actually he's done several of them. And then you have people like Katie Couric. We talked about this morning. She thinks Trump supporters need to be deprogrammed. Like there's something wrong with us.
I think
We're
they
a
watch
coup.
too many movies. Okay, they think they watch too many movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember
They
the
have
guy
to
who
bring-
called this morning, Sophia,
Yes,
on our
yes.
Philadelphia
He was a veteran.
show?
He was a veteran. Not an
Yes.
extremist, a very soft-spoken man. He was such a nice man. He was
Traveled the world. He was in the military. And
Yes.
he said Pennsylvania and Philadelphia are so corrupt. This is a guy who lives there, who, said it's so corrupt there, and him and his friends don't see how Biden won. But that's not the point. The point is he was just saying how corrupt politics are in Pennsylvania. And I think we've learned that from anything we've learned with this.
And that's what Steve Cortez said to us. Now,
Yes.
the fight begins now. Well, we have to be involved in local politics. We have to be involved in the primaries, not to select just Republicans, but select MAGA Republicans, because there's a big difference between MAGA Republicans and Republicans. Okay, I think President Trump, the reason he was so popular, he was more of a libertarian, like free markets. He liked freedom of speech. He liked smaller and smaller government, less
Yes,
regulation.
small government. Yes.
Small government, less regulation, no wars. He tried very hard to avoid, making the deficit bigger, but COVID-19 made that very difficult. He had to approve a lot of help for small businesses, and a lot of that were forced to shut down during COVID-19. And then we saw all these politicians that are now in Washington. There's so much worry about us. It took them more than 5 months to approve the second PPP, and they were waiting for President Trump to get out of the office. They said it outright, right? And then they couldn't wait. They couldn't vote for $2,000 per family or per person.
Right.
But they could pursue the impeachment in 7 days. That was so fast.
How about the Democrats
Actually, 7 hours.
saying
7
about
hours.
it?
No due process, nothing.
How about the Democrats saying how immoral it was for walls? And look at Washington, D.C. right now. It's nothing but walls.
They flip-flopped so many times on these issues. Now, if we're impeaching President Trump for a political speech. Shouldn't we start impeachment process for Kamala Harris? Some of these
Yes.
California senators, Maxine Waters, and then Adam Schiff suggested that President Trump receives no more intelligence reports because he's dangerous.
I saw that. Here's the guy who
the only
lied to us for 4
Okay,
years.
but the only thing they didn't explain is he's dangerous to whom?
Yeah.
To them. He's not dangerous to us. He's not going to declassify information. We want him to declassify information. We pay a lot of money for this information. They should be accountable to us. And he's afraid. Remember that other congresswoman said, he could declassify a ton of information from now until inauguration. We have to get him out of the White House now. and the conviction they had. And now this whole riot thing was the FBI, their own FBI. I mean, because FBI was never with Trump. We know that, okay? Otherwise, we wouldn't be in the position we're in now if the FBI was working for President Trump. And their own FBI reports say that the riots on January 6th were pre-planned long before the putsch. So there was no reason for the impeachment.
Oh, Mitch McConnell today, the way he talked about this president. You know, I look back when Obama was elected president. I didn't vote for him, but I gave him the respect that a president deserves. And he did a lot of bad things, and we're going to find out a lot more bad things that he did. But I never disrespected him the way this president has been disrespected.
No, because you respect the office.
Yes.
And even now, we said we want the Biden administration to succeed, although we disagree with a lot of their stuff, because we want the best for America. There is no doubt that we want the best for America and for Americans and for the rest of the world, but for America to be benevolent for the rest of the world, we have to do well. So we do want him to succeed. We desperately want him to succeed, regardless of whatever, you know. But
remember when Bill Maher said, I hope the economy dropped? What, I mean, because to make Trump look bad, that would hurt us, American citizens.
That would really hurt us. Now, what I really don't understand is that they sabotaged him so much. He accomplished so much. Peace in the Middle East that nobody could have accomplished, okay? All the Middle East countries I don't know if you saw it, the Moroccan government or one country in the Middle East, they gave him the highest honor there is. It was not covered by the media because of his Middle East peace efforts. They appreciate what he did. The Abraham peace
accord.
Which, did you ever hear it covered in the media? Did they ever talk about it?
No one's ever talks about that.
And the implications of that peace accord. And somebody told me, you know, he says, nations, people, the real people in Iran are crying when the election was declared Biden. The real people in the Middle East are crying because they expected Trump to remain as president and make sure that peace accord cements itself.
Right.
So the people all over the world, the real people, are crying today, not just us.
No, I've read that in many. I read it in the Jerusalem Herald this morning, that people throughout the Middle East are crying because Trump is no longer there. That was their possible way, maybe a way for peace. And if anybody needs peace, they need it in the Middle East because it's hard. And then they know Iran wants to annihilate them. But you know what? Iran is on Twitter. The Ayatollah is on Twitter. He's allowed to be on Twitter, but our president is not allowed to be on there.
Let me tell you something. I'm not a revengeful person, and I don't wish anybody harm, but I will be very happy when Twitter stops at 0.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. I closed both of our accounts, my personal and the one we had for the show, only because I want to make a point. I know our two accounts don't matter much, but I wanted to make a difference. And each one of us can make a difference, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, all these big companies that took action against our president, and they take action against everybody who stands with our president, because he'll always be my president, to be honest with you. No matter what happens, he will always be my president. Nobody could put things better, and I cannot wait to maybe meet him in person here in Florida and tell him how much we appreciate him.
Well, we'll be back again. This is Fast 30 Minutes. We'll be back again next Tuesday night at 7 with more Steve-O and Sophia. And a lot could happen between now and next Tuesday. We'll have to see.
Let's pray peaceful. Let's pray peaceful.
Pray.
Peaceful, yeah.
Thank you, Sophia. As always, wonderful job. And we're going to be on in Dallas or Houston this weekend. I'll let you know through our Facebook. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll be back with you next Tuesday night at 7.
And please pray.
Thanks for joining the Steve-O and Sophia Show. Join Steve-O and Sophia next Tuesday at 7 p.m. for more award-winning interviews with top politicians and entertainers.
Whether you are a professional in the beauty industry or you're simply in search of a specific product to deliver top quality beauty solutions. High End Beauty is also the founder of Iditude, the first eyes-only skincare line formulated by doctors and dermatologist approved. Contact High End Beauty for your individual consultation or if you're a beauty brand looking for a quality collaboration. High End Beauty, your one-stop beauty source.
Hold on, girl, now. Oh, the book lover's heart. It's too healthy for words.
And the nature lover's heart, it flies high with the birds.
But the heart of someone with pulmonary hypertension, often misdiagnosed as asthma, is unbearably stressed and can fail. At the Pulmonary Hypertension Association, we want PH patients to have
A heart that is strong for a life rich and long.
We're putting our heart into finding a cure. Learn more at phassociation.org. That's phassociation.org.
We're all part of your community.
We all play a role in keeping our community safe. So protect her every day.
If you see something suspicious, say something to local authorities.
Fort Pierce, Jupiter, and Juno Beach, Riviera Beach, West Palm Beach, Lantana, Hypoluxo, Boynton Beach, Delray Beach, Boca Raton, Deerfield Beach, Coconut Creek, Pompano, Fort Lauderdale. Covering it all, the FM Money Talk Radio Network.
Hi, this is Morgan Freeman. Has anyone ever said, you're the picture of health? You look healthy and you feel fine. But that may not be the full picture. Colorectal cancer is the second leading cancer killer of men and women over 50. Doesn't always cause symptoms, but it can be prevented. Get screened. Make sure you are the picture of health.
A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Are you ready to go beyond? Welcome to my show, Go Beyond. I'm your host, Jordana Foster. Each week, I will be showing you how to go beyond your limiting beliefs to take you and your business to the next level. If you're ready to redefine, recommit, reset, and re-engage yourself, this is the time, this is the place, Go Beyond. Evening, everyone, and welcome to the Go Beyond Show. I'm your host, Jordana Foster. I am back in studio at WWNN in Boca. I'm thrilled to be back here and to welcome all of you here. It's Tuesday night, and that is the Go Beyond Show night. And a little bit about me. I am a mindset coach, a business strategist. I am a motivational speaker. I'm a communications trainer. The list goes on. And why is that so important? It's really important because with everything that we're going through these days, communication and mindset are everything with regards to who we need to be in our lives and also how we're showing up in our businesses, how we're communicating with our teams, the remote ones especially, but all of our teams, and our clients, and the virtual component, and how people are feeling and the emotions that we're all experiencing. We need to have the conversations. We need to have empathy and leadership. We need to really shift our mindset, and we don't learn that in school. So that's why I'm thrilled to be here to share with you that I help my clients, business owners and entrepreneurs and managers and senior level executives to get out of their own way. Don't we need to get out of our own way and discover what it is that's holding us back from achieving the goals that we have? And we have so many goals. We are 3 weeks into January. And tonight I want to talk to you about, I'm starting every show off with a word, and I'm going to be talking to you about commitment. The word is commitment. And I'm going to go into that in a little bit, but I want to tell you that if you and your team are not where you need to be with your communication skills, with your mindset, how you're showing up, with your performance, contact me for a complimentary discovery session, 20 or 30 minutes, at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com. You can like and message me on Facebook at readysetgobeyond, or you can contact me on my website, johnmaxwellgroup.com/Jordana Foster. You know, you want to grow your business and you want to advance in your career, but you can't unless you grow yourself first. It starts with you, and I can help you with the skills and the mindset and all of those things that you need to up-level the performance. It's time for you to step up, show up, and never give up. It's time for you to go beyond. So, like I said, I'm here back in studio. I'm really excited because we need this more than ever, and I keep getting these wonderful testimonials, and I actually walked into the studio today and heard a wonderful comment from a gentleman here that saying that what I said made such a difference. And so please give me your thoughts and comments, and if you have challenges, or I want to know what you are, if you are committing to what you said you were going to commit for the new year, and I'm not talking about resolutions. I'm talking about commitment to yourself, okay? That's what I'm talking about. A commitment to you being better. A commitment to you thinking better, those thoughts. A commitment to you acting better. And a commitment for you to really make a decision that's going to move you forward. And I would love to be part of that process to help you go beyond the limitations and expectations that you have in place. They need to be kicked out of the way, and we need to move forward. And I would love to be able to help you. So the word of the day is commitment. Let's dig into this for a little bit, okay? So the definition of commitment is the state or quality of being dedicated to a cause or activity, okay? And let me just throw in a little crazy statistic in here. 92% of people who set a New Year's goal, I'm not saying resolutions, a New Year's goal, 92% gave up on those. They give up on them within the first 6 weeks or sooner. And I don't want that to be you. And if you have a commitment that you want to make, if you have a goal that you want to achieve in your life and business, make a comment, write it down, because one of the steps that I'm going to be talking about is you need to let everyone know. So give me a thumbs up, make a comment, let me know that you are making a commitment to yourself and your goals, that it does matter, and what those are, and hold yourself accountable. Okay? Because it's really important. We can't keep these in. That's why having an accountability partner and a thinking partner like me to help navigate through this changed business landscape, this new world, this new virtual reality, this new normal, whatever you want to call it, you need help. You need assistance. I will tell you, the commitment that I made to myself when this all happened back in February, early March, really changed the whole course of, not just how I've grown in my life and business and career, but who I've shown up to be. And I want to tell you that at any point and any given day, you can make that decision to commit to being better. Okay? And it really takes a dedication. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad you're watching. I appreciate that. It takes that commitment in you. You need to know that you deserve more. You need to know that you need to move forward. It's part of being committed to yourself and your goals and your dreams. Okay? You can't just write them down and expect them all to happen. When this all happened with me and I couldn't come to the studio anymore and I was doing all of my in-person engagements virtually and figuring out Zoom and all these different technologies, it was a huge challenge and still is, okay? But we can't let those excuses, and they're real excuses, it's all genuine, but we can't let them stand in the way of who we need to become and how we need to grow and who we're going to inspire so that they can do that too, All right. So commitment is one of the key ingredients for our goals and our success personally and professionally. It's a key ingredient. And, I love to bake. All right. I love to bake and I love to cook. My husband's a better, cook than I am, but I love to bake. And there's some things that I love. And how many of you can identify with this? But when you make a recipe, when you're making something, if you leave out those key ingredients, is it going to turn out good? Is it going to turn out the way you want it? So understand that commitment is a key ingredient for all of this that you want, that you said that you wanted at the beginning of the year, last year, whenever you're making tonight. We have the beautiful thing, there's so many beautiful things, at any point, we have the opportunity to change the course and the direction of where we're headed, don't we? For me, accountability partners are essential to keep commitments. Thank you so much, Judy. You're absolutely right. I have mentors and coaches and accountability partners, and they keep me on track. And I appreciate you saying that with what you do as well. We need to not just we need to rely on ourselves and stay committed for ourselves. But I want to tell you, it is so vital that you have the support to be able to guide you and hold your feet to the fire and make sure that you do what you said you were going to do and not leave you any reason for you to use those excuses not to have that. Okay? So staying fully committed and determined, incredible. So it's very important. We need to make a choice. We need to make that decision. That's for a desire. And when we're doing that, that's a desired outcome that we're looking for. Okay? The other thing is that we're so used to, with technology and social media, instant gratification. I know I do, unfortunately. But when I shift my mindset and I realize that we're looking for future outcomes, we're looking for what we're building. For instance, when you network and you're building relationships with people, don't just go. I do a whole training on this, but don't just go in there and throw your business card and now we're not meeting in person, but don't do that virtually either, because it's how you're showing up. And again, it's the commitment to how you wanted to show up, how you want to represent your product, service, or brand. How are you showing up? What is the commitment you're making? It's interesting when we talk about commitments. It doesn't have to be something huge. I was talking earlier with a client, and a lot of people have health goals. We all do, especially now, right? With COVID, and we need to be healthier and we need to make better choices. But you don't have to give up gluten completely if you eat a lot of gluten right now. So make small steps. Cut it out in meals. Have one less every single day. Be very strategic about the goals that you're setting for yourself. I'll give you another one. Exercise. If you can't do it every single day, do it 3 days a week and then build up to that. Do it for 20 minutes instead of an hour and build up to that. Small incremental steps allow you to move forward, and it's the progress and not the perfection that's going to stop you from being committed. So if you focus on the progress you're making and the commitment that you're making and the efforts that you're taking to set you on that right direction, you're going to feel better about yourself. And so many people fall off of the commitment and the goals that they have because they don't feel good, because one day they ate badly, or they said that they didn't want to watch as much news or TV, and then they watched one of their favorite shows. Give yourself a break. Okay? Be gentle on yourself as you're moving forward, and acknowledge the things that you are doing right, not just the things that maybe when we slip up. I'll tell you another thing with regards to the TV. How about making a commitment to read more? Personal growth and development starts with reading. And it starts with mentorship and coaching and training and getting the skills to equip yourself. So start with the reading, and then the applying comes in. And read more than you watch TV. And you're going to notice that you're going to start, having these different conversations with people who also are avid readers. And it's community. It's the connections that we build. We're all energy. I'm here on the radio station, and this is the energy that's coming across. So I want you to understand, even though I'm not in person, It's the energy, it's the frequency. What are we giving or coming across with? What are you delivering? What is the commitment that you have? So we're going to cut to a quick commercial break with my amazing sponsors, and I will be back talking with you about the word of the day, which is commitment. I'm Jordana Foster, the host of the Go Beyond Show, and I look forward to seeing you back here. Don't go anywhere in just a minute. Thank you so much. Zen Mindspace is a curated experience where healing therapies and science meet. Created by licensed psychologist Dr. Marla Reese, it's an integrative setting where clients receive beneficial holistic treatments and classes such as yoga, meditation, and sound healing all in one place. We customize treatments to address the challenges of modern living and to enhance emotional well-being and quality of life. Experience our core 4 holistic services: integrative chiropractic, therapeutic massage, Reiki energy healing, and acupuncture. Let us create a plan that works for your health goals and improved wellness. Zen Mindspace, the mindfulness studio for your modern life.
High End Beauty is a woman-owned business certified with Eubank and We Connect International, and is your one-stop beauty source for exceptional quality skincare, hair care, cosmetics, and more to accommodate all your needs. Whether you are a professional in the beauty industry or you're simply in search of a specific product to deliver top-quality beauty solutions. High End Beauty is also the founder of Iditude, the first eyes-only skincare line formulated by doctors and dermatologist approved. Contact High End Beauty for your individual consultation, or if you're a beauty brand looking for a quality collaboration. High End Beauty, your one-stop beauty source.
Hold on, girl, now.
You've been listening to Go Beyond. If you want to be part of the show as a guest, highlighting your business, or you would like more information about the content of the show, email me at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com, or share your thoughts and call me at 888-565-1470. Welcome back to the Go Beyond Show. I'm your host, Jordana Foster, and I would like to thank my wonderful sponsors. First, Zen Mindspace, which is the mindfulness studio for your modern life. Contact zenmindspace.com. And also the amazing High End Beauty, which is your one-stop beauty source for skincare, hair care, cosmetics, and spa. And we all need to look and feel our absolute best, especially now. And we're all in front of camera more than ever. So contact Trisha at High End Beauty for all of your beauty needs. So I'm continuing to talk about a really important word, progress measured in many ways, personal and professional. Thank you so much. Yes, you know, it's so important that we measure our progress, okay? Because when we can't just float around. We need to be very, here's another word that you guys have heard me say so many times, intentional. We need to be intentional with our efforts and our thoughts and our words and our actions and our commitments. We need to be intentional. So that, you know, so many people want to grow in their businesses and their careers, but when they realize that they need the help, the skills, the accountability, and somebody to guide them, and a thinking partner to run things by, that's where I absolutely love the transformations as a coach and a trainer and a speaker, that I'm able to do that with businesses and entrepreneurs that are ready. They're ready to make the commitment to themselves. They're ready to up-level things. They're ready to take things to make them look unrecognizable. So if that's you, contact me for the consultation and a discovery session at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com, or like and message me on Facebook at readysetgobeyond, or contact me on my website at johnmaxwellgroup.com/Jordana Foster, because I'm going to tell you, waiting is over. Stop waiting. And the commitment to you needs to start today if it matters to you. So commitment means, this is interesting, commitment means staying loyal to what you said you were going to do long after the mood you said it in leaves you. How about that? You know, so many times we have these big goals and big dreams, and we're all pumped up and inspired. Like if you go to an event and then you don't have that accountability, and you don't read the books, and you don't have a coach or a mentor, if you don't follow through consistently and you don't have that commitment, that mood is going to go away. Somebody's going to say something to you that's going to knock you down, and you're not going to get up. Or you will, but it's going to take you a while. We've all been knocked down a lot, some more than others during this crazy time that we're all in right now, this challenging time. But we have a choice, don't we? We have a choice of how we're going to deal with this, how our attitude, how we're going to show up, because we have the ability to inspire and impact others by the choices that we make and the decisions that we make and the commitment that we make. So we're not always going to feel like doing what we said we wanted to do, are we? Most of the time we won't. And that's another reason why a lot of people quit. They don't feel like it. But I'm going to tell you something. You're never going to really feel like it. But if you think about how you're going to feel once you've taken the steps to make the progress and believe in yourself and make that commitment, game changer. Can you imagine once you've made that decision? Have you ever made a decision and you've told people about it and then you've really stuck to it and then you feel really proud of yourself? You need to know how good it's going to feel before it happens. I want you to visualize. This is another piece of my training. I want you to utilize visualization. I want you to think about the goal that you have. Just pick one right now, personal or professional, doesn't matter. Think about that goal. And then think about how good it's going to feel after you've achieved it. Think about that. Close your eyes and see it. How does that feel? You put the effort in. You made the commitment. You eliminated distractions. You managed mindset. Hopefully you had a coach like me to direct you in all this. I'm going to tell you that when you see it and feel it and you have that emotional attachment to the potential outcome, you will be in it more. I don't want you dipping your toes. I want you jumping all in. You need to jump in. You know, your commitments require you to be all in. It can't be just a toe in. It can't be half in. It can't be a someday, a once in a while, because you know what's going to happen, right? The results you're going to get are going to be once in a while. That's what's going to happen. So when you make that commitment, the commitment to yourself, and you're visualizing how it's going to feel to achieve all of that, and you take ownership for your goals, for your aspirations, because you know that you deserve more. You know that other people deserve more. My kids watch my show. They saw me doing this from my house, and they're watching now. Who's watching you right now? How about the team that you have in your business? How about the family or your community or your friends who feel like giving up? Well, they're going to watch what you're doing. They're going to hear your energy. Remember, I told you that we're all contagious. The energy is contagious. I hope you can feel my energy and you can sense my passion for what I'm talking to you about. These aren't just words. When I work with my clients, it's about taking the mindset and shifting that and giving them the skills and the tools with communication skills. And then all of that wrapped up becomes up-leveling the performance. It's enhancing your awareness. It's boosting engagement. It's all of those things. So I want you to think about the people in your businesses who are not feeling motivated right now because they're working remotely, or they have a lot going on in their families right now. And think about how you're talking to them. What kind of questions are you asking them? How do you get them re-engaged to participate? It's so important. And I can't stress to you enough how important it is to stay committed to what you said you wanted to do and be flexible in your approach, but be very consistent and committed to what you said you wanted to do. Okay? I want you to be willing to put the time in that's required. I have so many that I want to address with you, but you can contact me for my discovery session if you want more. And the other thing that I want to tell you is that I am doing webinars and I am doing trainings and coaching sessions on goal setting and achieving and all of these amazing things, from mindset shift, new year, new mindset, how to communicate and connect effectively. all of these topics, I'm busier now, thank goodness, and I'm very grateful than I've ever been. I take that back. I'm not busier than I've ever been. I'm more productive than I've ever been. I'm making more of an impact with people on their lives and businesses than I've ever been. And I want you to really be serious and think about what it is that you're committing to and the actions that you're taking and how you are setting yourself up to take those next steps, to move yourself forward, excuses and all, okay? The mindset, shifting the mindset so that you stop doubting and stop allowing the excuses to hold you back and to keep you stuck. Allow those excuses to be the reasons why you keep moving forward instead of why you don't. I want you to be willing to do the hard work that's necessary because you need to do the hard work. You really do. And what better project than to work on yourself? We're the best project we'll ever work on. And the impact you make after you've worked on yourself and you improve yourself and you improve your thoughts, like I said, and your energy and your commitment and your actions. It's all so important. How you manage your distractions. When I said make the commitment, commit to not being as distracted. And then back that up with strategies, a game plan. I'm a strategy partner. I'm a strategic planner. That's what I do for businesses. And it's not just a wish and a hope. It's a plan. It's an action plan. It's great to be hopeful. I'm always hopeful. And it's great to wish, but you want to have a plan in order to make things happen. I want to tell you, you know that I'm a quote girl. So the quote, it's quote time. And the quote is, commitment, there's my word, is what transforms a promise into a reality. Abraham Lincoln. I'm going to read that again. Commitment is what transforms a promise into a reality. What commitment are you making to yourself? What promise and agreement are you making to yourself to move forward and stick with the goals that you have for your life and business? I'd love to help you. Commit to being better. I'm Jordana Foster with Go Beyond Show. Catch me here every Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. live on Facebook at Ready, Set, Go Beyond. And also you can listen to me on WWNN and stay committed to yourself and stay committed to your goals. I'll see you next week. You be well. Have a wonderful night. Go beyond expectations and limitations. It's time to go beyond. Thank you. Thank you for watching Go Beyond. Tune in next week as we continue to explore effective ways to help you go beyond your limiting beliefs to unlock your true potential to thrive personally and professionally. Learn how to take you and your business to the next level. Contact me at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com. Like and share my video, because sharing is caring. Contact me at 305-753-6758 or go to my website at readysetgobeyond.com.